What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I got some truly heartbreaking news to share today. Legendary professional wrestler and pop culture icon Hulk Hogan, whose real name was Terry Gene Bollea, has passed away at the age of 71. Authorities responded to his Clearwater, Florida home early this morning following a cardiac arrest call. He was rushed to Morton Plant Hospital where he was pronounced dead. WWE confirmed the loss, debuting the words, "WWE is saddened to learn WWE Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan has passed away." Hulk Hogan began his wrestling career in 1977, debuting with the WWF, otherwise now known as WWE, in November 1979. His Madison Square Garden debut came just a month later. With his unmistakable Hulkamania persona, blonde hair, 24-inch pythons, and a vibrant personality, he broke into mainstream culture. He headlined the very first WrestleMania in 1985, a watershed moment watched by over a million people. I remember that WrestleMania in 1985, man. Hulk Hogan, I ain't gonna cap, man. I was really heavy into wrestling, and Hulk Hogan was my favorite wrestler. Him and the Ultimate Warrior, but Hulk Hogan was the first wrestler that I ever saw. That's what got me into wrestling, man. The Hulkamania. I was a Hulkamaniac as a little kid. I ain't even gonna hold you, man. It was just a different back then. Times were different, and the energy was different with everything. It was like back then in the '80s, man. It was all about Michael Jackson, Mike Tyson, Michael Jordan, and Hulk Hogan. Like people like that, man. They just stood out in the culture. And, Hulk Hogan just made wrestling, he really put wrestling on the mainstream map. But Hulk Hogan won a total of 6 WWE World Championships during the 1980s, becoming synonymous with the wrestling boom. He also found success in WCW, where he famously turned heel and co-founded the New World Order in 1996, creating one of wrestling's greatest storylines. And I remember when he came to WCW with that whole New World Order movement, and he was wearing the black and white, and he changed up his style. But I mean, and that was dope. He became like the bad guy, notorious bad guy. But it was nothing like the energy that he had in the WWE. But he was still, still great. You know what I mean? And I also remember when he played in Rocky, he had that role as Thunder Lips in Rocky 3 with Sylvester Stallone. That was a good role. The accolades that he had: Hulk Hogan was twice inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, first solo in 2005, and then in 2020 as part of the New World Order. Yet his later years were marked by controversies: racist remarks in 2015, a high-profile lawsuit against Gawker, health issues including over 25 surgeries in the past decade, that's a lot, and neck fusion operations in 2025. Still, Hogan and his wife clarified he was recovering from surgery just weeks ago. That's a lot to go through, man. In wrestling, they got a lot of, they go through a lot with all of those different wrestling matches and different things. They're probably on all kind of painkillers and who knows whatever else, you know what I'm saying? In regards to his legacy and impact, he helped transform wrestling into a global entertainment powerhouse, what Sports Illustrated called billion-dollar spectacle. Ric Flair, Donald Trump Jr., and UFC President Dana White all publicly mourned him. From rocketing Hulkamania across arenas to leading the New World Order revolution, Hogan's influence is woven into every corner of modern wrestling. So, Hulk Hogan, man, like I said, back then he was synonymous with like Michael Jackson, Mike Tyson, Michael Jordan, and Hulk Hogan in the 80s. That's what it was, man. Those were your childhood, who everybody looked up to, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a few others I might be forgetting, but those were the main people that were always like just constantly pushed in the media. And so, our condolences definitely go out to Hulk Hogan and his family, his loved ones. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate. It's like we losing all of our legends, man, all of the people, contrary to whatever racism remarks and stuff like that may have come out about him. You know what I'm saying? The persona that he had in the media, he had kids believing to take their vitamins. Now, whether he was on steroids or not, whatever, that's a whole other thing. But the persona that they had of Hulk Hogan in the beginning, in the early '80s, was a positive one that you know, had a positive influence on me and the children and my age group, you know what I'm saying, as we were growing up, because the message that we got through watching Hulk Hogan was, if, you know, it inspired you to work out and to take your vitamins and stuff like that, and, you know, believe in that you could do anything, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, whatever personal demons he battled in his life, or whatever his character was, you know, behind the scenes, I don't know. I never met the man personally, but I definitely appreciate the character that the persona, you know, or the character that he was portrayed in wrestling, you know, that was a positive one as far as what they showed in the media. And that's how I choose to remember Hulk Hogan, man. You know, so it's unfortunate, but once again, you know, we pray for his family, and, you know, rest in peace to Hulk Hogan, man. Will forever be a legend and a pop icon in wrestling history. Y'all let me know what your favorite moment is, or memory of Hulk Hogan in your childhood. I appreciate y'all checking out the video, man. Till the next time, this is Real Talk. Peace.